let's talk about the Glorious Modulo. Already it feels way smoother to just move around on the mousepad compared to my Basilisk Ultimate. This is in part due to its super light braided cable, which they advertise as wireless feel, and I have to say they've lived up to that claim. And in part due to the G-skates on it, which are nice, fresh, out of the box, unlike my never-cleaned Basilisk Ultimate ones. And it's super light, 67 gram weight if you go for the matte version, whereas the glossy version is 68 grams. This is a truly fantastic mouse, and I really like the feel of it, despite the fact that it doesn't have any, like, dedicated thumb rest, like, on the side of it. It still feels really natural in the hand. So I butterfly click, so this mouse is perfect for me. It's got medium to heavy switches, which is, I think they provide nice feedback and a nice sound, which just makes it perfect for butterfly clicking. Jitter clicking, not so much, as the switches are harder to actuate. It'll be much harder to jitter click on it. So if you main jitter clicking, then I would look elsewhere for a mouse. I had to focus against this guy. So, let's talk about looks for a second. I really like the white of this mouse. Like, just the finish of white looks great. And the RGB is super perky. Super perky. And, it looks great compared to my other, RGB, like, peripherals and that, because I have an RGB keyboard. In my opinion, it looks better than the Basilisk Ultimate. And the Basilisk Ultimate is, in my opinion, a really great-looking mouse. The only complaints that I do have that I can think of, off the top of my head, are the fact that the honeycomb pattern on the back makes it slightly less grippy, so your hand can sort of slip off the back, which isn't a huge issue if you grip it right. But I have found before I adjusted to it that it has tended to slip out of my hand a couple times. Alright, now moving on to the pros and cons. Starting off with the pros, the mouse is great for butterfly clicking because of its medium to heavy switches. Its ambidextrous design is comfortable. The RGB lighting is super perky, super bright, super cool. The mouse is very light and easy to glide, and only small amounts of branding are present, unlike other mice which have like branding all over them. This mouse is also relatively budget friendly at only $60 Australian and features 3 macro keys, one of which is for DPI. Now the cons, the medium to heavy switches are not suitable for all clicking methods. It doesn't include a thumb rest, and the scroll wheel may be too loose for some. On top of that, because of the honeycomb pattern on the back, your hand can easily slip off the back of the mouse until you adjust. So just keep in mind those. Right, my final verdict on this mouse is that it's a great all-round mouse for PvP, and you can even do some bridging on the side. It can drag click to an alright extent. It's not the best, but it's also not the worst mouse you can get for drag clicking. It's also relatively budget friendly at $60, and has great RGB lighting. Its ambidextrous design is really comfortable for most people, and I really like it. Overall, I would buy this mouse if you're looking into or currently butterfly clicking in PvP, or if you want to be able to both PvP and bridge reasonably well. Alright, on that note, see you guys in the next video. Assuming it hasn't been another 6 months and everyone's lost interest in Minecraft and my content is dead. Sorry it's been a while. Hashtag sorry not sorry losers, L!